What I plan to share with you today is an unknown secret that many successful, hardworking leaders, entrepreneurs, and busy moms don't know. You're doing it all wrong. You see, there's a difference between striving and thriving. Striving seems to be a noble cause. You do better to have better. You do more to have more. And anything that stands in your way, you fight to make it go away, or you choose a different way. And then you start the cycle again. Thriving is simply serving and being as you are, enjoying the process of receiving and reaping the benefits of how you serve and all that flows to you, through you, for you, as you happens at your command. When I finally understood this, I chose to thrive. Okay, let's be real. I used to choose striving. I was conditioned to believe it was better than struggling to survive. So I was doing all the things to have all the things. And if I got too tired or discouraged, I would stop doing the things that got me the things. Thus, I ended up with nothing. It wasn't until I applied what I have learned from reading hundreds of self help books, exploring religions, attending conferences and workshops, and following and learning from mentors, finally listening to the guidance that I had asked for, I actually began to thrive. You see, at first, what I learned seemed to be magical, too easy, too woo woo. And while I believed in what I was learning, and I could see it working in other people's lives, at first I could not believe it was that simple. So I did not trust. But the day I had nothing left to lose, love included, was the day I discovered it really is that easy. I surrendered to all that was, and I declared to the universe I was ready to have it all. And the universe listened. Unexpected money. Like, seriously, unexpected money. Love, unimaginable. Joy, abundance. It was all mine. Anytime I did not apply the principles I know and that I now teach my clients, the quality of my life would change. And here's what I know for certain: things can shift immediately when you decide and declare your intentions to the universe. The universe responds to your every request, good or bad. So set your deliberate intentions and trust the path that unfolds for you until the desire is done. There is no other way. Choose, and then so it is. God gifted us all this amazing ability. So let's use it. Welcome to the Call It In Challenge, where you will learn to manifest your best. I am Imani Monetta James, and with deep and divine purpose, I serve heart-centered, family-first, hard-working moms who have struggled and strive to find clarity, confidence, and courage to step out of their comfort zone and thrive. After working with me, my clients step into their power to create their soul aligned, purpose filled, authentically designed love of life story, filled with more love, more income, more fun, more ease, more grace, more time to share with loved ones. To break out of your cycle of struggle and striving and scarcity, you have to be willing to be immersed in new ideas, concepts, and beliefs that will renew your mind. You have to surround yourself with a tribe of high vibe souls that know exactly how to support you. You need to look deeply into the core of your self sabotaging patterns. You need to create new habits Elevate your relationship with your life. Take bold and massive action outside of your comfort zone and create your new normal. For today, we're going to focus on creating an attraction relationship to everything you desire. Let's learn to magnetize and manifest your best possible outcome right now. So, today we're going to do a simple experiment. We will ask for an unexpected blessing. First, we'll need to get clear about what it is you actually desire. So, take a moment now and think about what is that one thing that you were deeply longing for, that if you have it, it will change your life dramatically. What is the one thing you so desperately want right now? If the first thing that came to your mind is material, I want you to think about the essence of that thing or the feeling you associate with it. So, for example, if it is money that you desire to take a vacation, identify the feeling you believe you will have once you have the vacation. Is it peace, relaxation, luxury, a nurturing environment, excitement? What is the feeling you believe you will have once you have the thing? Take a few moments and write down the words that describe those feelings. And then ultimately, you want to shift your request to the feeling itself. For example, that luxury vacation may represent your desire for more space, some time, some solitude, freedom, abundance, or extreme self care. For today's experiment and exercise, we want to focus on the one thing so that you can build up your trust for the process of calling it in. And we will get more specific later in the Radiance course. But for now, let's focus on the feeling that you would receive if you got this one thing. Next, we want to expand your understanding of what the world is made of. You might remember this from grade school. Understanding what the world is made of will help you realize that manifesting is not woo-woo or mystical or magical at all. In fact, the physical world is light waves, sound waves, and electrical waves, all combining in and out of existence. Everything in the physical world, as we know it, is connected to everything in the physical world. There's a unified field that is connecting all things, including you. Your beautiful body was designed to be filled with electrical energy and atoms and light. All of the elements of the universe are within your body. Let that sink in for a minute. You know the chart? I never learned this, but the chart that you learn of all the elements of the universe, each one of those elements is within you in various degrees of concentration. This means and confirms you are attached to the universal field. You are attached and connected to everything. You are one with it all. This universal field of energy and waves and sound is sometimes known as the quantum field. Ever since quantum physicists discovered this fact, There is a unified field that connects all things, and we are one with it all. And so let's get into 6 tips to call it in quick. That thing you want to have in your world already exists. You have all that is required to fulfill your desire here and now. So, tip number 1 is recognizing that everything is here and now. You are already one with that thing you desire. You are not separate from it at all. In fact, that is one of the reasons why you can actually think of the thing. And so, stop seeking outside of yourself. You are connected to the source of all that is. Your blueprint of being, which contains your thoughts, your beliefs, your memories, these aspects are the being and the state of being that you are. And we're going to take a look at how you can shift that state of being to call in and attract and magnetize with what it is you truly desire. Tip number 1, everything is here and now. Now, what I'm about to say for tip number 2 may seem a bit confusing, but you must not be attached to the outcome. Tip number 2, detach and surrender. You don't need the thing you desire. You do not need the thing. So do not be attached to the outcome. You can have the feeling of that nurturing environment. You can have the feeling of peace. You can have the feeling of self-care and self-love without having that vacation. We want to tap into that feeling before you actually have the thing. Okay? So it's confusing, but we'll have time for questions. You must not be attached to the outcome of your desire. Why? Because the feeling of attachment, desperation, or fear of not having the thing creates an energy of resistance. That contraction, that negative low energy of fear and desperation attracts more of the same. You see, attachment holds an energy that matches scarcity. When you're focusing on what is absent, you are actually creating more absence of the thing. So remember when I mentioned that the universe responds to your requests, whether good or bad? Typically, we experience the absence of a thing as bad. That is the defining aspect of scarcity. So when we focus on the absence of a thing, we create more absence. So the key to our success is to focus on what is present. And we will look deeply at that when I get closer to sharing with you the process of calling it in. So remember, tip number 2, detach and surrender to all that is right now. You do have what you need right now. We're just going to have to take time to look closer. Detach and surrender. Now, tip number 3 is to clear space. You may have heard the phrase, the universe abhors a vacuum. According to the laws of nature and physics, empty or unfilled spaces are unnatural, and that wherever there is a void, the universe seeks to fill it. So, what we want to do is let go of what does not serve or support your desire. Let's let go and create space for the universe to fill. Hold space is the phrase that describes creating the energy within your being that will attract what it is you truly desire. So, we want to start with letting go. Start with clearing your clutter. Make room to receive in your space. The practice of feng shui is representative of that practice of clearing and creating a physical space, as all things have energy, right? And we want it to flow into our life, and we want to remove blocks and obstacles. And those things that do not serve and support your desire need to go. You're also going to want to clear your thoughts. What thoughts are you holding that do not match with what it is you truly desire? I like to call our point of power that 0 point. This space, this 0 point, or is similar to that surrender, right? You accept what is, but you also want to take it to the next level where you are free of emotions and beliefs that are not matching up with what you want. The 0 point is almost like a clean slate. And we can add to that neutral space our new emotions and new beliefs that are intentional. And we can add deliberate feelings and beliefs that can shape and direct the universe as it responds and provides for you. Another aspect of clearing we truly need to think about relates to our body. As we clear our body vessel, we create room to energetically match with what it is we want to call in. See, the body is, as I said before, made up of all the elements in the universe. Our blood, our heart, our brain is all filled with water. We are 70% water, and that water acts as a conductor of the positive energy or the negative energy that you're holding within. Our amazing body has the ability to radiate the energetic and magnetizing blueprint. So, if our body is pure, we create a pure signal. Now, that's not going to be easy for everyone, but I want to encourage you to eat healthy so that you can generate the optimal state for your body. So you can radiate the frequency of what you want to call in with more ease and more grace. You can allow yourself to create a blueprint. That blueprint contains your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, and the actions that follow that combination. Pay attention to what you're eating so you can be as pure as possible and send out a clear signal to you, the universe, and receive what it is you truly want. So, as I mentioned, we want to align and magnetize the things that we desire. And as we clear and let go of what does not serve us, we're letting go of the elements of our blueprint that do not match. And so, what I like to say is if it does not align, you must decline. Remember this phrase: if it does not align, you must decline. So, what does being out of alignment feel like? It feels like fear, doubt, and uncertainty. It may feel like heaviness within the body, fluctuating in and out. Sometimes that fear can be transmuted into excitement. You will know the difference based on the thoughts that you have, right? So if your thoughts are fearful and centered in doubt and uncertainty, then your body is radiating a match and calling on the universe to match that. But that same feeling in the body can also be excitement. And you can transmute that fear into excitement by changing your thoughts. If your thoughts are filled with blame for others or holding conditions like, I cannot be rich until I get a better job, or I cannot be rich or abundant unless I win the lottery. Those examples are conditions that we place in our mind and expectations, right? For another example would be, I cannot be a healer unless I go get my doctorate or my PhD at university. But there's so many ways to be a healing practice or a healing factor in other people's lives. So be mindful of your thoughts and be mindful of the conditions that you have placed on the universe. Fill in the blanks. I cannot have my desire until this happens. We want to remove that conditioning state and get pure and into a state of expectation. Remember, you are connected to the source of all that is. We want to clear the blocks to your blessings and only focus on what aligns. Devote your attention to the presence of the desire. Our tip number 4 is be the energy of it. Again, this brings us to the notion that we are emanating and radiating a blueprint, and the universe is going to match that blueprint of our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings, our memories. Here's a chart that shows the way our life creates experiences. What exists in your life is because of your blueprint. What you be and what you see comes together to create what exists for you. What does it mean to be? As I've been saying and sharing with you, your being is a combination of your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, your memories of all the great things that happened in your life, and your memories of all the negative things and the traumas that you've had in your life. They are all formulating and coming together to create the blueprint. I call this your state of being. So if you want to have something in your life, and if you want to call in something new, you need to take a look at how you are being. And maybe you need to make some shifts so that, well, let's put it this way. Everything that you are has created where you are right now. And there's this saying, we do not see things in the world as they are. We see things as we are. We do not see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. Let me explain. Who we are being in the moment is exactly how we show up in the world, and exactly how the world reflects itself back to you. So if I am optimistic and expecting the best, then that is often what I will get. But the moment I doubt and the moment I complain, I get more to be doubtful for and to complain about. Now, what do we see? What we see, as I said, is a reflection of what you are being. Now, we can choose to see things as we desire them to be. For example, let's consider getting fired. You're seeing how this experience is unfolding in your life. You start to see all the things you need to worry about. These are choices. Your perception is a choice you can make. And how you see it, how you define the thing that is occurring, is your point of power. Your perception is a point of power. In that same moment that I'm getting fired, I can choose to see this as the best thing that is happening for me. I can choose to see what are the new possibilities. I can choose to make them better than where I am at right now. I can choose to maybe start my own business that I've been actually really deeply, secretly longing for. Getting fired can be the best thing that ever happened to you, or it can be the worst thing that ever happened to you. You truly have the choice to see it and perceive it as you desire. The practice that I'm sharing with you today allows you to recognize the importance of seeing things as you would like them to be and to match what will come and exist into your life. So be the thing you desire, see the thing you desire, and the combination of the two of them coming together will create the existence of the thing you desire. You see, many understand that seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all things will be added unto you. This instruction, this concept, is common among all religions in one way or another. Whatever your religion or belief, this concept teaches us the importance and the power of our inner landscape. We must tap into what happens on the inside of us to affect what happens on the outside. As above, so below. As within, so without. A Course in Miracles says to be in the kingdom is to focus your full attention. You have to be willing to perceive nothing else. Devote your mind only to the outcome. If you want love, think love. If you want ease, think of ease. If you want a 5-star vacation, think a 5-star vacation thoughts. What are you feeling when you experience the things you desire in your life? What would you be feeling if you were living the outcome right now? What words would you be saying in gratitude for receiving the thing? Be this person moment by moment and take the inspired action to support this shift in your experience. Make it visceral. And by enhancing your environment to support what you're inviting in, you're going to really amp up the feelings that you need to have. So, step number 5, our tip is align with the feeling. Recognize what being out of alignment feels like and shift back into the feeling as soon as you are aware of being out of alignment. This way, you can take inspired action that actually allows you to resonate with the thing that you truly desire. Now, what does it feel like to be out of alignment? It may feel like blame, right? It may feel like negativity. Those feelings are a sign, like the GPS signal, to get back on the path. and you will allow what you're calling in to come. So continue to pay attention to the feeling you have. And ultimately, as we come to tip number 6, we want to be able to give thanks. Give thanks. This power of gratitude is so magnetizing for the things that you desire. Give thanks for the presence of things in your life right now. This is why journaling and writing out your gratitude list is so powerful. When you start to look at the evidence of your abundance and the evidence of prosperity and love and joy in your life, and it's giving it your attention and gratitude, amplifies your power to receive more. And when you're calling in this new thing, it's not so new at all. It's just expanding and making room for it and energizing it, right? Just like a small flame, once you blow on it or give it more fire, multiple flames, grows into a bigger fire. It's the same way that your gratitude grows and expands and calls in more. What coincidences, signs, or guidance shows up for you, giving you evidence that the desire is available to you and on its way? As you are calling it in and as you are manifesting, giving thanks allows you to open up to receive more. So let's review our 6 tips that will make manifesting your best happen quickly and more accurately in alignment with what you truly choose to create. Tip number 1: everything is here and now. Everything. You are the thing that you desire. Tip number 2: detach and surrender. Allow yourself to be exactly as you are and accept all that is. Number 3: clear space. Make room for more. Number 4: be the energy of it. Be in alignment with the thing you desire. Everything else you must decline and let go of. Tip number 5: align with the feeling. Recognize your feelings and keep shifting into alignment with what it is you desire as best as you can, moment by moment. And tip number 6: give thanks. The power of gratitude is your superpower. Now, let's call it in. Let's do a little experiment. Be sure to apply the 6 tips I've shared with you. You will need to set aside your doubt and your beliefs about how or what will come. You need to sustain and suspend your disbelief. You will get evidence and proof as long as you seek it. All you need to do is spend the next 2 days, the next 48 hours, expecting to see proof that this works. And I want you to expect it with your whole heart and your entire being, with every ounce of your soul. All we need to do is ask. Asking is really a request to become present in your life. You're inviting the existence of a thing to be present with you. Presence versus absence, right? We are shifting your state of being to the presence of the thing, right? We want to ask to make this higher power, this quantum field, the field of infinite possibilities, to be made known. Asking is the invitation for the blessing to come into your life. What we're going to do is ask in the form of an affirmation, prayer, or intention. They all hold the frequency that you are seeking. The affirmation, prayer, or intention should be written down, and you want to say it out loud. So choose a time and a date to begin. And now is a great time. You will then observe, expect, and look for evidence and be open to receiving your blessing. Feel the feeling of the blessing. Feel the feeling as if you have already received, and then give thanks. Now, if you don't see a blessing by the end of the 2 days, feel free to write it off because we will explore what blocks you from receiving your blessings. Okay? So the practice begins with breathing so we can amplify your results. What can your affirmation or prayer or intention be? Just intend to receive a blessing that feels like love, or receive a blessing that feels like joy or freedom or abundance. What is that one word that describes the thing you want to feel and you want to receive? And then ask for it. Ask to be shown what you want to see. Literally, these thought waves and these sound waves are like seeds planting into a field of infinite possibilities. All right. And you want to speak it out loud, and we want to feel all the feels, make it dynamic. Immerse yourself in the feeling of having experienced the desire already. Clients who experienced the Radiance program that I delivered last year were fascinated with the results. And you can download the worksheet in the link provided if you haven't received one already. Okay? Call it in. Write down your affirmation, say it out loud, feel the feeling, and give thanks. Now, this is one of the many practices I share in Radiance, as you can see. It's created for heart-centered radiant souls who are ready to step out of their comfort zone and thrive where the magic lives. Are you a dynamic woman with ideas and gifts you want to share with the world? Are you unsure of your purpose and want to explore? Is there something within you that is longing for more? Do you want to find courage to create something new in your life or business? And are you struggling with change? Find confidence, clarity, and courage to create your next chapter. Ignite that divine spark within you and shine bright. I created radiance for you. The world needs your light. I'm looking forward to continue working with you. Scan my QR code to make sure that you're signed up and stay connected. Follow me on Instagram at imani.inspired and all the other social media platforms. I would love if you could like and subscribe. And if you want to stay connected with the new programs that I have coming up for the rest of the year, you can go to bit.ly/expand now. Make sure you're on the list if you are not on the list already. Thank you for your time. I am Imani Inspired, and I look forward to continuing to work with you more. Stay blessed.